We'll always start from free and then we grow into free will and then we'll have a fee. My name is Q Baba. They call me the mayor of Peter Akwa. And then I would like to welcome you to a very special edition. It's always special, of course, on Talent Talk TV. And all of the conversations we're having so far is to help you attend talent commercialization. We need you to do the best, master your talent, manage your talent, market your talent, monetize your talent. This is the point where your talent begins to pay you. We'll always start from free and then we grow into free will and then we'll have a fee. When you get to a point where as a talented person you have a fee, that's when you can feed. Honestly, I'm speaking from experience. And this series has been special. This season we're talking about talent discovery and talent development. On this episode, we continue from where we stopped the last time, enemies of talent. We're talking about things that might hinder your fulfillment, might hinder the process of trying to discover, develop, deploy your talent. And don't forget, it's a good thing that you understand, you discover your talent. It's a good thing that you understand your capacity, you understand the best, you understand how much your talent can do for you. But there are certain habits, attributes, lifestyle that can deprive you. And this conversation, this class today, we're addressing that fact. So we talked about a few things. We talked about procrastination, we talked about fear, we talked about lack of discipline, we talked about pride, we talked about laziness, and I take it further today. 5 more things I'm going to add to that list that you have to be very careful. If not, these things will fight against your process and they will limit your progress. As someone who is interested in developing talent, someone who wants to commercialize your talent and begin to make money from your talent, the next thing I'd like to share from our script is this negative environment. Honestly speaking, I believe in an environment like that because some of you are surrounded by people who are discouraged by growth, people who do not see the best from your talent. They might be family members, neighbors, church members, classmates, colleagues, and everything. So I have always noticed, I've always said that environment can influence your future. But this is what I tell people: don't allow your environment limit your advancement. Don't allow it. Don't allow it limit the process that would have made you bigger, that would have made you better. And sometimes we are in that kind of environment. And most times when you hold conversations about environment, people think you're talking about their neighborhood. It's way beyond that. The environment has to do with your relationship. It might be your campus, it might be a set of friends. And most times, part of the frustration that most persons experience today was because of their association. And I'd like to talk about the environment in the context of relationship, in the context of association, in the context of your attachment, the places you love to go. If you love to be in places where they want to just smoke, drink, have sex, and throw money around over wasteful things, that's an environment you might not understand. So it's way beyond where you live. I live in a place, if you're watching out of the country, in Nigeria. I live in a city, Port Harcourt. Right here in Port Harcourt, there is a ghetto called Dune. That's where I grew up from. And then even while living as a creative, even while living in Dune, I could take my time, discover, deploy, develop my talent. That was even the process. That's where my process of monetization started, because I still live in that environment when I did my first paid job way back, 3,000 naira. I don't know how to equate it with what is the reality of today, but it is way beyond neighborhood. Yes, it might be part of your environment. Yes, in this context, the environment means the places you like to be, the people you follow, your relationship. If you surround yourself with negative people, if you dwell in negative environment, it might affect your development. Just imagine where you follow a group of people who hate music and you say you want to be a musician. And you just imagine you follow a group of people who like music and you say you want to be a musician. That environment, the first one will hinder you, the second one will help you. Number 7, poor character. Now, skills can get you opportunities. Character can determine whether you will move ahead or move back. But listen to me, One of the things I've discovered from most talented people, you see character. Character becomes something you cannot underestimate. Some of you are talented, some of you are creative, but listen, you lack humility, you lack integrity. So I had conversations where I was trying to deliver a lecture with some group of persons, and then I complain that people who get online, you go on social media, trolling people, dragging people, you hit comment sections and you want to bully people around. And at the same time, you're looking for investors. Listen, it doesn't align. There's some of you beautiful ideas, very creative ideas, sound ideas. Some of you have product that will sell. But everything we know about you is arrogance. Yes, everything we know about you is how you tell lies. Everything we know about you is how you insult people. You lack reliability. And let me tell you the truth. There's this word called likability. So growing up in my career, I paid attention to likability. Likability means the ability to make people to like you. As I was growing, I discovered that likability has a link with reliability. That people see that you are reliable, they will like you. And when people see you are unreliable, they will not like you. Some of you are not reliable, some of you are not truthful. There are a lot of bad characters around. You can't even stick to the script, you can't stick to the project, you can't finish it. You have poor habits. When you start a thing, you cut off from it. You have poor habits when you work with a set of people, you're fighting everybody, bullying everybody. I've had somebody like that in my system, and then I remember one of the days I asked her, why always you? You're fighting this person, you're arguing with this person, you have this with this person, you have this with this person. Now I asked her why always you, and then she said because people easily misunderstood my nature and everything. And then I remember saying to her, we didn't come to work because we're coming to study you. And that's the thing. Because the problem with bad character is people who have bad character will not see that their character. In fact, they appear so perfect in the way they think. So I've gotten into space where we are rehearsing, and one person is easily pissed off. Every time somebody makes a mistake in the course of rehearsal, he's vibrating and everything. And then I pointed something, I said, this thing really vibrate about others. Before we finish this line, you make a mistake and you will act as if it was intentional. You act as if it's not a big deal. That's the character problem. You can't just align with people. You cannot just align with the plan. You can't look at strategies and try to you cannot come early for rehearsals. You cannot everything. You cannot look at a production script and you do it and then you execute it. The character is bad, you're arrogant, you are fighting, and when people like that are talented, I can tell you for free, you will hardly see helpers. Have you heard this word, destiny helpers? Most times, destiny helpers do not want to help lepers. Lepers are people that are sick, disgusting, people that they don't want to help lepers. They want to help people who are willing to show the proof of work. Another thing, number 8, lack of knowledge. Let me tell you one enemy that I said to myself years ago that I will not allow knowledge to drive me. Now, this is it. As a talented person, the more knowledgeable you become, the more capable you will become. Knowledgeable people are capable people. And I can tell you that when you are capable, you are payable. People will pay you because you can do it. So, check the process. Knowledgeable, payable, there's a link between it. What is in the middle is capable. So gain knowledge. So growing up in primary school, we used to have a motto. They say knowledge is power. It means knowledge is something that is very strong and everything. Even if I don't agree with it today, I say knowledge is power when it is applied. Because most people have knowledge, they don't make use of that knowledge. They appear weak and ignorant of this. But knowledge shows you how to maximize your potential. Knowledge shows you how to use your talent, how to use your skills, how to use your ability. So this is what I advise you to do. Never stop learning. Let me set an instance that if you have a friend who's one of the biggest musicians in town. So through the process, you could see him every time. At one point, he was learning how to play different musical instruments. At some point, he was learning how to produce. So he started his career dancing in my event, and then he started learning. He was a drummer and then keyboard and land production. Started producing some for himself. So I had a brand called Gospel Gang Party. So every first Friday of the month, I gather hip hop, dancehall, gospel singers, and even when he was not on the bill or is in the bill, he's always there to perform every time, trying to see how to make the effort, trying to push it. Now, what I discovered over time, because he was so knowledgeable, because he knew how to produce, he knew how to sing, he knew how to play several instruments, it was easy for him to do things others couldn't do. It was easy for him to maximize his talent. Guess what? Today, he's like one of the standard gospel artists in Nigeria. I'm talking about Prince Emmanuel. You can Google him and see for yourself. That's what knowledge does. Knowledge gives you the ability that you need to do so much. I have this principle and I like to share it. The more you learn it, the more you know. The more you know, the more you can do. The more you do, the more you can get in terms of results. And the more you get in terms of results, guess what? That is the bigger you become. So don't play with learning. I read every day. I learn something new every day. Whether it is 15, 30 or an hour, one night will not pass without trying to read something new. So keep learning. Look at your field. Look at the area, the core areas where your talent can find expression, and ask, what do I know about this and this and this? It's not a problem if you don't know, but it's a problem if you don't make effort to know. And if you don't know it, you won't do it well. When you are ignorant, you will miss out a lot. Number 9, comfort zone. Now, this is important. Growth begins where comfort ends. I'll keep telling people this. Some of us are too comfortable. So because you are comfortable, guess what? You disable yourself. Don't be comfortable about it. Just see how you to know that if you can only do what is easy, your talent will never reach full capacity. Learn to stretch. Yes, if you can only, there are some things you can do very well, but look, there are a lot more you don't know how to do. So stretch. I like to stretch. I like to question my talent. I do self-evaluation a lot. I ask myself, what am I going to learn in the next 4 weeks? And I create a routine for myself and begin to learn. Where I am at my position, there are a lot of things I can do comfortably, but I'm asking for the things that are difficult, and then I will stretch. By doing that, I've been able to attain more height. I've been able to raise my value, raise my price tag, and begin to do the impossible. Number 10, some of us give up too soon. Yes, that enemy, the enemy called quitting, that enemy that is called give up, that enemy that makes you, that enemy of inconsistency, that enemy where you give up too soon, that's the 10th enemy in all of this conversation. Don't give up. This is what you need to do. Successful people will know that this is a journey. You will have setback, but setback should not make you pull out, should not make you push back. Many people quit just before their breakthrough. Listen to one of my biggest quotes. Every time I sit before a critic, where have you been? And they start complaining. I say, man, I go take breaks more. I said I should do this. I said this. In this ecosystem, we don't go on break. If you really want breakthrough, you want breakthrough, don't go on break. Always make sure you wake up every day, you're grinding. Show up daily. And when you show up, be up and do it. So this is my advice for you. You've heard everything I've said so far about enemies of talent. So I want you to develop a daily learning habit, practice consistency. I want you to build strong character and find mentors and accountability partners. Do your best not to get into an environment that will stiffen your talent. Do your best. Make friends, associate with people who are worth your time. The relationship should not bring you hardship. Your relationship should be like a springboard. Your relationship will help you focus the more so that you can grow. These are enemies of talent. You might discover your talent, but struggle to develop them. Even after discovering your talent, if you don't pay attention to this, you might develop your talent but struggle to deploy them if you don't pay attention to these enemies. Guess why we're running through this series? It's because I want you to master, manage, market, monetize your talent so that you can be happy, richer, and better. So subscribe, turn on the notification button, tell a friend, tell a brother to follow Talent Talk TV. When we go through this process, lives and careers will take shape and it will become better for you. So what am I saying? Subscribe and turn on the notification button. I love you.